Hello, hello, how are you? I am back again and I'm waving around a bottle of oat milk, which is kind of crazy. I'm normally waving around bottles of perfume, but what can I say? I feel the need to make this video and share this information with you. I am an oat milk latte addict. I love them. I love them so much. Like, they fuel me, they give me life. I like a little Nespresso pod, I like a little honey, maybe a little maple at the weekend. Then I like a good bit of Oatly foaming barista style oat milk. I love it, it's amazing. The only thing is I was spending a small fortune on these bad boys every single month or every single week, let's be honest. I was spending so much on them. I sometimes have 3 coffees a day. I have a lot of oat milk. What can I say? I was spending a lot of money. And then there was the whole, we've been bought by a big company, we're no longer an indie company, and we help fund Trump or something. I don't know. There was a whole big political thingy-mabob. And while I haven't ditched them completely because, you know, sometimes my need for coffee is going to outrule my need to be a good citizen. And let's be honest, my £1.80 is probably not making that much difference. But I did think to myself, do you know what? I might try and find a cheaper version, which still feels good, still tastes amazing, but like, you know, isn't quite so controversial, isn't quite so expensive. So I did do a little hunting around. I could have like brought all the different versions of oat milks to the table, flash them around, discuss them a little bit further, but to be honest, can you be bothered? Do you know what I mean? Do you want to know my thoughts on all the different oat milks on the market, or do you just want to know what I think is the best alternative? So I was like, I'm just going to tell you the best one. Let's not mess around. So yeah, some of them were as good as Oatly, but had that funny aftertaste, which I'm not into. Some of them didn't foam, and I like a foam. I always buy the barista style because I love a foam. And some of them just like, I wasn't into them. Do you know what I mean? Some of them just tasted a little bit too health food shop, and that's not what I'm going for. I want that kind of oatiness, you know. I want the oatiness. I don't want the healthy aftertaste. Do you know? Anyway, so I love Oatly's barista style. I love the foaming. I love just the general consistency and thickness, and I don't know, that kind of like just deliciousness of it. And I was really struggling to find a good alternative until I discovered, and this has literally made me an Asda shopper through and through, until I discovered Asda's own oat milk drink, whatever you want to call it, version. It is a fridge product rather than a cupboard product, so you can't bulk buy it in the same way that you might bulk buy Oatly, which, to be fair, I used to do. My phone's just bleeped, so I'm going to turn it on to silent. There we go. We've got more important things to talk about. We're talking oat milks. Anyway, it is a fridge product rather than a cupboard product, but it does have still quite a long shelf life for the fridge. Like this one runs out on the end of September, and we're currently at the end of July. So if I wanted to buy like 10 packs and put it in a big American fridge freezer, I could do that. But I just wanted to warn you in case you don't have a fridge or anything, or you live in a camper van, I don't know, whatever your situation is. But I really like this one. It foams, it tastes good. If I did a blind taste test, I don't think I would really notice the difference between this and Oatly, if I'm honest. And Oatly is £1.80 per carton. This is 85p. Like, it's incredible. It's such a saving. Since I've made the switch, I have literally saved, I would say, about £100. Like, I buy a lot of oat milk and I drink a lot of oat milk. And I was like really noticing in my shopping how much I was spending on oat milk. And now I'm like, I barely spend anything on oat milk. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a good saving. So instead of it being £1.80 per carton, it's 85p. Honestly, the only difference I can tell is the fact that you keep it in the fridge rather than the cupboard. The branding may not be quite as hip, but it foams, it tastes great, there's no super healthy aftertaste. I did once spend a few minutes like checking the ingredients, and like, to be honest, it seems pretty similar. This does have sunflower oil in, this has rapeseed oil in. They both have calcium added in. I don't really know. I think like the calories are basically the same. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can find the calories. Oh, this is actually 39 calories per 100 ml. This is 59 calories per 100 ml. So this is actually more calories than this, if you're counting, which I'm not, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, if you want to buy Oatly, it's great. But if you want to save yourself a few pennies, buy the Asda oat milk. It's really good. You find it in the chillers. I'm a big fan. God, I've suddenly realised this sounds completely sponsored. It's not. I spend a lot of time thinking about my oat milk lattes. I love them. I love an oat latte. And I was just spending so much money on Oatly, and now I've switched pretty much 100% to the Asda oat version, and I'm saving a lot of money, and I wanted to share my oat latte wisdom with you all, because I literally feel like an evangelist. I've cracked the code, I'm saving a fortune, and I'm totally here for it. So I thought that might be of help to you. So yeah, that is my video, completely random. I know it's completely off topic. I know I don't normally talk about oat milks in my video, but honestly, I'm so impressed with how much money I'm saving with the Asda version compared to the Oatly version. And I promise you, literally a blind taste test, I would not notice the difference. Still foams, still tastes great, just cost me a lot less money. So I'm happy all round, and I wanted to share it with you. So apologies if you're like, what are you talking about today? I'm just sharing my knowledge, and I hope it's of help. Thank you so much. I will see you again soon. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.